I'm suicide, death of your own choice. I'm the costliest slave. I can do the last favor for you. I'm the final pain who can stop all the other pains. From the time the human race started thinking, I'm existing in hundreds of forms. I was born to kill. I've just been doing my job because I'm death. There was a girl who failed in the exam. There was a boy whose love was rejected by a girl. There was a businessman who couldn't repay his loans. There was a young man who was betrayed by his wife. There was a woman who was harassed by her husband. There was an old man whose stomach pain was unbearable. There was an adolescent whose father refused to buy him a bike. There was a man who deserted his wife and children for silly reasons. There was a maniac saint who couldn't find God even after years of searching. There was a poor couple who couldn't feed their children every day. There was a millionaire who couldn't face the society after he was caught in an illegal act. There was a misled young man who sacrificed his life in the name of religion. These people invited me. These people committed suicide. Everyone had their own reason. I served them all without any discrimination. I do not think what is right and what is wrong. I just do my job because I am death. I am ready to come in any form. Some choose poison, making the deadly substance mix in their blood and run all over the body. The same blood that traveled thousands of miles within their body through the veins these years and served life. The same blood that they shared with their mother, father, sister, and brother. The same blood that connected the entire family now carries poison and envelops me. Some choose hanging to death, choking the air that they inhaled from the time they were born, the air that connected the humans with the universe by entering in and coming out, now stands helplessly at the threshold of throat, not knowing how to enter into the body, and the innocent lungs, after waiting for some time, realize that the man has chosen to embrace me, the death. Some others choose burning themselves up, the skin that sensed the loving touch of mother and the caring touch of father, the skin that conveyed the desire of the partner and gave security through a hug by a loved one, now mercilessly burns in the fire of their anger, helplessness, and sadness. Some jump from heights, some drown in water, and some crush their body under the running trains. I had no mercy. They called me and I killed them. I just did my job because I am death. World doesn't like me. Religions call me a sin. Laws call me a crime. I didn't care. I just wanted to be an honest slave. Whenever anyone decides to embrace me, they become my masters and I become their slave. I obeyed them. They asked me to end their pains by killing them. I did just what they ordered. People say those who commit suicide are cowards who want to escape from life's hardships. Religions threaten that those who commit suicide will go to hell. Laws have penal codes that declare punishment of imprisonment for those who attempt to commit suicide. All of these fail to stop me. My masters still call me, and I have been killing them for centuries. No law, no religion, and no criticism of the world could stop me. All of them failed because they were utter nonsense and nothing more than jokes. If someone is covered, how could he tackle such a dare step to die knowing that it would be the end of everything? If law thinks they could stop me by punishing those who attempted me, why don't courts understand that people who decide to die aren't bothered about surviving or after effects? If religions think they can stop me by threatening my masters by telling that they would go to hell, why don't religions understand that shift from one known hell to another unknown hell doesn't make any difference? Hence, they all failed to stop me. No one addressed the root cause. No one could end me. I have been killing my masters. I have been just doing my job because I am death. If there is anyone who can end me, it's no one but I, and I have decided to end myself. I have decided to end the reason for my birth, that is killing others. I have decided by stop serving my masters. I just want to tell them there is something more and something else for you. Dear student, who are people to certify your ability by numbers and grades? Not everybody who has achieved and remained unforgettable in the history of the world have big numbers on their marks cards. Dear young man, be happy your wife betrayed you so early. She is not worth your sadness. Tears are worth and shed them only with dignity. Life is one. Don't end it for undeserved people. Dear businessman, either you should not care for what society thinks about you for being caught in an illegal act, or you should answer it in a proper way. Everyone is busy breaking and fixing their own lives. Society has short memory. Yesterday's newspapers are today's rags. Fingers that operate remote controller of TV are very fickle-minded. They change the news channels once in few seconds. No one remembers your death. Don't care the society. Just live insensitively. If you care for what society thinks, live, transform yourself, and show what you are. Your suicide will either make no difference to the society or it will leave a permanent black mark about you. Dear poor parents, I know helplessness of not even being able to feed your children hurts, but what rights do you have to kill the innocent when they don't want to die? How can you be so irresponsible to leave them orphans here when you brought them to this world without their request? Don't be so insensitive. Days of hunger will pass. Just search. World is still green. One day when your children become great, they should remember the days of hunger, sow hopes and reap life in others' lives. Dear man, feeling guilty is the first sign of being human. It should be the first step towards correction of your mistakes. Even if a mistake beyond correction, then don't you think you deserve punishment by living in guilt? Don't escape punishment. If you are sensitive enough to feel the guilt, you will be sensitive enough to bear the punishment. World needs sensitive people like you. Dear boy, don't end your life just because a girl rejected your love. You are you because of love showed to you by many. It's time to return. The best way to overcome your pain is to console those who are in pain. Live so well that one day she repents for refusing your love. Success is the best revenge. I, suicide, am suffering from the same guilt. I had been serving my masters and killing them without thinking about people around them who were left behind here. Now I see the hardships of the old aged parents who lost their son. I can feel the struggle of an innocent woman who faces society for her children after her husband committed suicide. I can visualize the innocent faces of children who felt the need for their parents every time their friends told about their parents and so on. I cannot withstand my guilt anymore. My commitment towards my job ends here. My honesty towards my masters stops here. My reason for my birth closes here. What's the use of commitment, honesty, and purpose of birth when they don't serve any good intentions or lead to happiness? Suicide wants to commit suicide. Everyone who committed suicide from centuries is responsible for my death. Death should be a satisfying phenomenon. Welcome it with a sense of accomplishment. Let the world be happy from now. Goodbye.